Hello everybody, people of Patreon. Firstly, thank you to everyone for sort of contributing and helping this place going, which is Poplex. Sunny's the cafe I'm sat in now. If you don't know, I'm Michael and I run this place with Dan. And what I thought would be nice is to start doing some regular videos for anyone who can't get down here as often as they'd like, or maybe not at all if you live elsewhere, and show you sort of what goes on a day-to-day basis in the place. If I notice that people's contribution to the place is stopping, maybe that's an indicator you want less of this, in which case that's no problem. We can stop that. But if you like this, I'll just keep doing it more because it's sort of good for me, because I never actually made it as a television presenter as I'd like to, so this is a platform for me to indulge myself a little bit. So what we can do is let's go and have a look around and see what goes on in here at Poplex. Come with me. Here we are in our music venue, Poplex if you like, where we have everything from live music, poetry groups, knitting groups, and the thing that we have on next is art installations. So we've got a variety of artists from the local area, and this gives them the space to get their amazing artwork up on the wall. And people also book this place for things like weddings and birthdays and other parties that they have on. And the history of the building is that this is the original site of Binns department store, which, if you're like me, over the age of 30, will remember as being a sort of quite a bougie shop that was up on Fawcett Street. You'd have to be quite old to remember this place as Binns, unless you were born in the 1820s. Maybe you were, I don't know. If you were, good innings. The windows we have up here, they're grade 2 listed, so despite the fact they were falling into the street for about 30 years, we've got to look after them and keep them nice. And we also have a blue plaque on the front, because the people who owned the building, the Binns family, were Quakers, and they didn't use any cotton or, what's the other thing? Sugar, yeah. Didn't use cotton or sugar from the slave industry. Good eggs. And that's cool. Got our flags up so that anybody who comes in here and relates to them can feel comfortable and feel like this is a place that's safe for them to come and hang out with their friends or on their own or whatever. Does a job keeping JK rolling away, which is also a good job. Let's go and have a look at the bar. Come on. Here I am, as promised, showing you the bar. We have lots of, we try and get like local beers in, so things like Vaux, which is like a really cool brewery from around here, in support of the local businesses. And if you look to my right, your left, you can see Dave, who's here. Can you see that? Should I put this down? And you can see Dave. He used to run this place with him. He unfortunately passed away just before it opened, so it's nice to keep a picture of him over there. If you ever met him, he probably offended you, and you may have good or bad memories of him. Most people, I would say, would be fairly mixed. He was quite the character. Somewhere between, he was a good guy, you know, like had sort of a bit of Mother Teresa about his personality, but then a bit of kind of, he was cantankerous. Think Mark E. Smith reads Mother Teresa, and you're probably on the sort of right lines with Dave. There he is. Cool. Let's go and have a look downstairs. Possibly not the highlight of the tour. Maybe it is, if that's your thing. We're in the toilets. You've got your classic triple urinal setup, triple tap setup, double Kazi setup. It's well catered for. That's a sort of, you can get, you know, 5 people going at once, which is much needed on a busy night. Soap wise, you've got a double Janex with a little bit of backup from from the Carex down there. Hand dryer wise, 2 hand dryers, so you know you can just get people in, get the urinal, get the Gen X hand dryer out, back to having a great time. It's a really functional toilet. Had to wait a few minutes till it was empty, because we didn't want any kind of embarrassment of anyone being in here while we were filming, so wouldn't want anyone to be upset. So there we go. That's the toilets. Just doing a little video.
I'm an average Sunderland man, enjoying the facilities here at Potrex.
He's not wrong. The milk. Next stop, out the back. Let's go. These are the door bricks. Keep the door open. You've got to make sure you don't get my registration number in, because I don't know, people always do that, don't they? They like blur their registration numbers out as if anyone's gonna like find them or whatever. Here we are, outdoors. Come and have a look. Benches. Come and have a party out here. We've got like a little bar here, so people make food in there when we have like outdoor events. And it's not very nice, because I mean, this is Sunderland. It's August, summer halls, and it's pretty cold. Let's have a look in the back alley. There's some cool graffiti that I want to show you. Come on, make sure you don't get me legend. People finding us. Here we are in the back alley, graffiti. So this is all done by the artist Banksy, who's from Bristol. And he said when he was doing it not to reveal his identity, but he's called Ian Clark, and he lives at number 21 Bristol Street, just if anyone wants to use him as an artist. And
yeah,
hello
right.
mate, you alright, how's it going?
Yo.
And my favourite one is the skeleton here, which is of our late Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. Graffiti. There we go. First rule of show business is never let them see behind the curtain. But this isn't show business. This is a cafe. So come on, you can have a look. We're going upstairs to the upstairs rooms. They're a bit wonky because it's an old building. Remember that? Quite an unremarkable staircase, but on house shows they say this is where the magic happens, and they take you to the bedroom. But on cafe shows like this one, they say this is where the magic happens, and take you to the kitchen. Come and have a look. We're in the kitchen. This is where we make our bread, focaccia, coming at you. And this is Paul, who's our chef here. How you doing, Paul?
Hi. Very well, thank you.
Paul is the world's greatest chef.
Oh, stop it.
He knows all the recipes. He knows, in fact, you tell him, Paul. Paul, tell us a recipe you know.
Well,
Prepare to be dazzled by this.
like a really nice one, I think, is probably, so if you get a tin of beans
Tin of beans.
and you open that, they've got like a ring pull on the top now, so you don't have to like use the,
Yeah?
this you've seen them. And
I don't know what you're talking about, This is beyond me.
It's a bit chef.
He's chef,
And then,
yeah.
so you get some salt, just table salt. Just put that in. Just get some pepper, white pepper. Get that in. Just a big handful, and a little bit of paprika. And then you toast some toast in a toaster, which you can find in a lot of modern day kitchens. And then you put the beans on top. And
You're giving away your secret recipes here, Paul.
Well,
Let's leave it there.
I'll leave the secret
Let's leave it
ingredient
there.
out.
The kitchen. We're now on the top floor of Potrex, and it's not the most attractive part of the tour, but this gives you sort of like a vibe of the sort of job we had on our hands to get the sort of downstairs room usable, because as you can see and behind us, it's a bit rough. Come and have a little peek. And when we took over these buildings, they were basically falling into the ground. Watch your step as you come with us. And they were like, must have been like flats, I guess, and judging by the tiles, haven't been since probably the 70s, maybe 80s, I don't know. Go and have a peek at this. Jeez, what did that guy eat? No one else has used that toilet. Come with me this way. Get a bit of that wallpaper down there. People can probably date when these rooms were last lived in by that wallpaper. Could be 90s actually. Come with me. The only people living up here now are spiders, but there used to be some other people living here. Let's look at the ancient graffiti that dates back to 2008 when Charlie S and George J, aka Jonesy G, no baby forever, lived here. And they didn't just live here. Get a close up on this. Sex chart 85 11/10/2008. I hope they were living here for more than one day. If not, that's someday. Let's have a look in another room. Come on. Oh, hello.
I'm an average Sunderland man enjoying the facilities here at Potrex.
The wires. Overnight accommodation. Don't know what this is. That concludes our tour. Big thank you to all you Patreon supporters who keep this place going. Keep making Sunderland a better place, which is amazing. Thank you so much. Have a fab day. Peace and love.